Ja, genau.
Is there a problem if I speak in English?
If I can understand you, when I not can understand you, I
I
cry.
Yeah, we can have some stopping.
Yeah.
I will speak slowly.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand, you just say something and we try to have the help of Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's
Okay?
So we have an English lesson.
two.
Two.
Yeah, that's okay.
We have an English lesson too.
Yeah, me too, for me too. It's a challenge. Well, communication is 7% by the words. The rest is all of this. So for me, it's an honor to be here in Austria. It's a country that I've been learned to love and respect. And I'm a Brazilian, I'm a doctor. From the beginning I'm an obstetrician. And then I start to go further. In the beginning we studied the traditional medicine. That's the body, the illness, the disease, material world. The disease that we can see. And then I went further with homeopathy, where you don't get ill from bacteria, from outside. You get ill from inside, from the side to outside. There was a step forward. And then it was very good, but I had to go a step further for the energetic world. So I went to Chinese medicine. And Chinese medicine is energy, emotions, and then the body. But it was not enough, because some person are ill, related to some relative, 2, 3, even 4 generations before. So that's what we call systemic. That it's the whole system. The person in the family, in her system, in her tribe, in her clan. Okay? It's okay for the moment?
Yes.
So, the disease is not itself something. The disease is a symbol of something that's wrong. And the therapist must read what is happening. And it's very interesting to talk about energy related to health. That's what we cannot see. And sometimes it's difficult to find what is happening. So we have the medicine for the body, I call material medicine, or medicine for the what's material, the medicine for emotions, and the medicine for the spirit, or energetic medicine. And how to work with all of this? My proposal is to get it wider, what I call it systemic. Well, this is our title, but it just to give us a direction. Yeah? You can understand? Ja, ein neuer Ansatz der systemischen Aufstellung, wie einstellen wir das Verborgene in uns. Is that okay?
Better you talk in English.
Thank you. I like it when people are true, the sincerity. Yeah, a new approach, systemic constellation, how to discover. So there is something that's hidden from the eyes, and that's what we are talking about. In some terms, why we are here. We are here because we need to be together, to exchange information, to exchange knowledge, but because we love our clients. We love what we do, we love our work, we love life, and we love our life. And finally, we love to learn. Every day get more knowledge to do our work and to get to ourselves. Well, how our client arrives to us? They arrive with a complaint, with some need. They need some help. They cannot cope with what is happening. And they came in a rigid way, closed, and usually position is a rigid position. They came in a jail, and I will explain what is this jail a little bit further. But jail means that you are in a place where you cannot escape from. You are arrested, you are in a trap. And this jail is interesting. I can make the question. When you think about a bird, how the bird is more safe inside the little jail or flying? Yes, flying, freedom, but not safe. Safe is inside the jail, because flying there is eagles, people that can, and there is the changing, there is snow, there is wind, there is rain. In the jail he is protected, someone will give food. So safe is in the jail, but freedom is there. So the same thing that gives you protection, security, safety net, arrest you. So they are in this jail looking for security, for protection, but they cannot live their own lives. And there's a continuous stress from the beginning. Elizabeth was talking about that. The process that we live, and we have a need. Our need is to be ourselves. To be what I was programmed to, what I intended to be. This need is difficult because when we were born, we were not allowed to be ourselves. We have to be what my mother wanted me to be. I have to be what my father wanted me to be. And this creates inside ourselves a kind of struggle, a fight, a stress. And this is the stress of our life. And for that, we try to go this way, and sometimes we just can't find our way out. And that's how the client arrives. They show this suffering in the body by the symptoms, by the disease, by the complaints, pain. They have sadness, anxiety, anguish, anger, hate, and a lot of troubles and suffering in mind. And they have the soul suffering that sometimes they cannot express in words. But the disease is expressing the suffering of the body, of the mind, and of the soul. Okay? We better? That's okay? Good. So, but the question is she or is he aware why he's suffering? Why he's acting like this? He's under the control of a child ego. Well, the ego is formed in the beginning, and ego is always related to child. The ego is what we show to everybody, it's not what we are. We construct kind of, it's called defense personality or surviving personality that try to put the relation between what people want me to be and what I want to be. And this is the struggle, but the ego is the defense that a child built to protect himself or themselves. Okay? And this ego, most of the time, take control of situation and dictate what this person must do or not. Sometimes he can understand what is happening, but cannot get out of the hurricane. I have a very recent example. My mother lives in a house, and my eldest brother lives with her. Well, he decided to move to another city, and he was about to leave. So he has a motorcycle, he put all the stuffs in the motorcycle, and he said to my mother, I'm leaving, I will move to another city. And she said, wait a minute, I will take for you a bag, something. So she went to stairs, 3 steps, and to put something that came, jump over her, and then she fell like this, and then this body, there's a femur, just like broke the what you call tibial plateau, and now she's in the hospital after almost 3 months. And what happened with my brother?
It's easier.
Exactly. He said, I will stay until my mother is recovered. And I told her sometime, one day I was talking, instead of saying to him, I don't want you to go, I want you to stay. No, she decided to do this. That's, sometimes we understand the request, but we cannot do in a different way. That's a suffering, and sometimes we do some diseases and some things like this. There's the father of psychotherapy, not Freud, is the German.
Jung,
No, before it was
before Freud.
Grodek. Grodek says, yeah, it's a German psychotherapist that was at the same time of Freud, but didn't went to the same direction, and he worked in a hospital, and he gave power to his clients to recover, to understand, and not he was the healer, like Freud went in another direction. But Grodek says a lot of things, and one thing he says is interesting. before you broke your leg, you choose which leg you will broke and when you broke your leg. That's the case. The soul, our soul makes some decisions and take us sometimes to an accident, a car crash, or sometimes economic failure. Sometimes we choose some things to bring us back to our life. Sometimes disease, sometimes accident, sometimes broken leg, but the aim, the goal is to bring us back to our life. Is that okay?